Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back or welcome to the channel. This is Psycho here, coming at you with another pickups video. We are doing In the Wild episode 35. Yeah, I think it's 35. Man, this series has come a long way. 35 episodes in, still finding good stuff, crazy stuff. Having a good time doing it and having a good time showing you guys what kind of stuff that I have picked up. Kind of trailed off there. I lost my train of thought. But cool stuff to show you and cool stuff for me to play. So, before we get into it, if you like the video game aspect of this channel or the music aspect of this channel, which is not very often, but it's there in small doses, be sure to hit the subscribe button. It helps me out, and yeah, it helps me out. Also, hit the thumbs up if you like the video, and be sure to hit the bell notification so you know when I am posting new videos and more videos like this, and or gameplay walkthroughs, and or the aforementioned music stuff. And leave a comment. Let me know how I did. Let me know what you found. Whatever you guys want to talk about. I like interacting with you guys, and yeah, let's keep the channel fun and keep it going and growing. Oh god, that was corny. Anyway, I've got some cool stuff. I've got some boxed cartridge-based stuff for the first three Nintendo systems, which that's not really usually a thing. I got some newer stuff. I got old stuff. And one of the things I picked up was actually a very, very good, at least in my opinion, Facebook Marketplace deal. And we're going to jump right in. So I'm starting with this first because I did an unboxing video of this, but since it is new and it has not been on the In the Wild series, I have to put it on there. But the first, not the first, but the first thing I'm showing is the Series 4 releases from Premium Edition games. Wonderling DX and Rain on Your Parade. I've yet to try them, but I am intrigued more so by Rain on Your Parade than Wonderling. I'm not going to open them up because I did that on the unboxing and it showed you everything that came with them. Premium Edition Series 4, like the last video and all the other ones I did with these guys, if you have not checked them out, do so because they are great guys and they do put out some good titles. And you get to win, or not win, but yeah, I guess earn would be a better word. You get to earn some cool patches if you are so inclined to do so. But yeah, guys, Series 4 of Premium Edition, Rain on Your Parade, Wonderling DX. Series 5 is also up for pre-order now. I think most of them still are anyway. So if you're interested, be sure to check them out after watching the rest of this video. Up next, I got a couple of PlayStation 2 games. Well, I got a bunch of PlayStation 2 games, but this is a whole different purchase than the Marketplace deal. I got these from the Trade Post. A couple of games I didn't already have, and I picked up mostly because I wanted to play them. But I actually do have a copy of this first one, and they're both red label versions, greatest hits. But that's okay, they're not expensive or anything anyway, just a couple games that I wanted to pick up. Like I said, to play. And I didn't peel the Trade Post stickers off of them yet, so I guess I'll do that. Anyway, what am I doing? Anyway, the first game is a copy of Jaws Unleashed, and I do actually have this on the Xbox, the original Xbox. And I picked this up solely because I have my PS2 hooked up, so I knew that I could just throw it in and play it. It's pretty rough. I don't hate it, and I'd give it more of a chance. As a matter of fact, it's not even in there because it is in PS2. I was playing it, but it is complete, and it's the greatest hits version. Cool to have. So now I have it for the PS2 and the Xbox. And the other one was a game I remembered playing when it first came out. I was going to say when I was a kid, but I was in my 20s when I was playing this. And I remember really liking it and thinking it was a cool game. But it is a combat was what I was going to say. But what I meant to say was it is a complete in-box copy of Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Like 60-something playable characters. Play as all the bosses. Play as pretty much, I think, everyone up until this point in the Mortal Kombat franchise. And it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. So I picked these up. They were relatively cheap. So, yep, 2 games I picked up from Trade Post. Then these next 2 are more PS4 games. I grabbed these from the local pawn shop over on Rock Road. I grabbed this because I didn't have it and I thought it was an okay deal. And I picked it up because I kind of thought maybe I was keeping the guys there because it seemed like they were getting ready to close. So I was like, well, I'll buy something, at least a little something cheap, to make them think, I wasn't trying to waste their time. And I even told them I would come back the next day or whatever, but they were cool with letting me come in. But anyway, I picked up this copy of Ratchet and Clank for the PS4. I heard very good things about it. I don't know if it's complete. I'm assuming that it is because the control instructions are on the inside slipcase. So I'm guessing there's no manual. Excuse me. Fun fact, I have never played a Ratchet and Clank game, but I heard really good things about this one. So maybe one day I'll try it. And same place, I was talking to the guy. I was letting him know, like, hey, I like video games, mostly retro stuff. And he had a pile of PS4 games on the counter. And he brought them over. He's like, oh, these came in today. I haven't even looked through them or anything. And this next game was in it. And he gave me a really good deal on it. So I couldn't pass it up. And funny, because I'm actually playing through the 2018 version of this game, God of War. And so, great deal. Didn't pay anywhere near what the store is looking for it for right now. And it is, I don't even think 2 months old yet. But yeah, guys, I got a copy of God of War Ragnarok. It is the PS4 version, but I don't have a PS5 yet, so I don't hate this. And it was too good of a deal for me to pass up. So yeah, as soon as I get done playing through God of War, the last one, I will move on to this. But it's got both the discs, and it is complete. So that's really cool. And I got a really good deal, so I'm not hating that. Guys, if you're playing God of War Ragnarok right now, spoiler free, but let me know how you're liking it because I've been seeing all the reviews were great. The Game Awards had a lot of awards for this, but I want to know what you guys think of it. Did you like the first one better? Is this one better? Like, I'm stoked to play it, but I have to finish the other one first. God of War Ragnarok. Sweet. Okay. Now, this next deal that I got was for 20 games for $25. And they are mostly PS2. And I say mostly because 19 of them are PS2 games, and one of them was an Xbox 360 game. I'm not even sure how that got thrown in there. But so $25 for these 20 games. I think I did pretty good. Check it out. The first game, and I'm going to do the 360 game first because it's like the odd man out. So it was this complete in-box copy of The Evil Within. And, on a side note, and I even drugged them out, on a side note, in the past, I'd say maybe 6 months or whatever from buying these little collections like this of, a pile of games for $20 or whatever it is, just in doing that, I have literally picked up all 4 versions of The Evil Within. So I didn't realize that until I got this one, and I was looking over in the collection. I was like, wait a minute. I literally have all of them. PS3, PS4, and the Xbox One version. So yeah. Can you guys tell that I'm a fan of The Evil Within? Well, I am. It is a fantastic game. And honestly, what am I doing? Cleaning off my Super Nintendo. It was a little dusty. Honestly, the second one was just as good. I thought. A lot of people said it wasn't, but I thought it was just as good. But if you've never played The Evil Within, guys, check out The Evil Within. It's really good. It's worth your time if you're a survival horror fan. Okay, and getting into the PS2 games, I put them in the order of what I think is worst to best. Starting off with, and keep in mind this is a part of the deal, like I said, $25 for 20 games. Evil Within was the first one. It is, I don't know if it's complete. It has the instructions for the dance pad, so I don't see an instruction manual for the game per se. So I don't know if it's complete, and I actually already have a copy of this with disc and box in the collection, so this will be my second one. But it is Dance Dance Revolution Supernova for the PlayStation 2. And like I said, there's the thing for the dance pad, but I don't see like an instruction manual, so I don't think it's complete, but that's okay. This one is not really one that I'm super stressed out about. This next one is missing the manual, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is, and it's kind of scratched up, but that's okay because the games that count are in good shape. But it is a copy of the History Channel Civil War: A Nation Divided for the PS2. I feel like this would be something that and look at Blockbuster sticker. I feel like this is something that I could probably get into if I'm being totally honest with you. It looks kind of cool. I like stuff like this. But nonetheless, it was in that lot. Civil War. Next, this is a popular franchise, although I've never really gotten into it. This is a complete copy of Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter for the PlayStation 2. There's the back. And yes, it is complete. But I already said that. Well, let me know what you guys think of the Ghost Recon franchise. Did you get into it? Did you not get into it? I never really got into it. Speaking of Ghost Recon, it was another one. This is a greatest hits copy, missing the manual, of Ghost Recon Jungle Storm. I think I have this already, I'm wanting to say, or maybe I did at one point and I sold it in the other collection. I don't remember, but I was pretty sure I might have had this already, but I don't know. But anyway, I do now. Ghost Recon Jungle Storm. There's the back, and as I said, no manual. That's okay. Up next is the greatest hits complete copy of 007 Nightfire. I think it'd be interesting to play this. There's the back. I don't really remember complete playing too many James Bond games, but I feel like I would have fun with that. And there's a couple of these in here because there always is in any game collection that you pick up dating back to the PS2 era. But this is a complete in-box copy of Call of Duty 2, big red one. If you buy like a small collection, you know what I mean? There's always at least one Call of Duty. But there's the back. I have started playing Call of Duty with Black Ops. And then I went back and played Modern Warfare, which is Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare 2, which I thought were great. But yeah, my Call of Duty experience started with Black Ops. I've never played anything pre-Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. So are these good? Should I even give these ones a try? Call of Duty 2, big red one, CIB. And then we have a greatest hits copy, and it is complete copy of Call of Duty Finest Hour. What do you guys think of this one? Which one should I play? And yes, complete. And rounding out the Call of Duty games is a copy of Call of Duty 3. So, as I said, guys, which one of these Call of Duties, and yes, that's also complete. I have this on the Wii also. I'm pretty sure up there on the shelf. Which of those Call of Duties out of those three are the best? Which one should I give a fair shake to? What's next? A complete copy, greatest hits copy of Midnight Club Street Racing. I didn't play this one, but when I hooked up my PS2 for the first time after buying this lot, a buddy of mine came over and he saw this and he mentioned Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. And it just so happens that I have that. So we were playing that a bunch. Not this one. Look at that. The disc just like kind of jumped out at me. Oh, God. We're off the rails tonight, huh? Anyway, Midnight Club Street Racing, Rockstar Games. There's the back. And let's try not to drop the disc again. It is complete. I thought the racing was fun. It was the first time I've ever played a Midnight Club game. Up next is the greatest hits copy, and it is complete, of the game in this franchise that I kind of fell off on. But it is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. I had this for the Xbox, and I never really... I played it for a little while, and I just couldn't get into it. Not like the first three Tony Hawk games. So I'm sure it was probably good. Maybe I was just burnt out on Tony Hawk at the time. But what do you guys think? Is it good? And yes, it is complete. You think Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 is good? Or are you a newer school guy or gal? Do you like American Wasteland, Project 8, Underground. Which is your favorite Tony Hawk game? And then I actually have this game too. I think I have it for the Xbox, maybe PS2. I don't remember, but I know I have it already because I have all three of these already. But it is a complete in-box copy of Hitman Contracts. I love the Hitman franchise. I'd like to get to this. I pretty much really started getting the Hitman franchise with Absolution for the 360, and then the new trilogy. All three of those games were fantastic. So it'd be nice to go back and try some of these older ones that I have not played. But there's the back. And another thing is, I have two copies of the Hitman movie. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. I still have not. I have two copies of it, and I've never seen it. But let me know if you've seen the movie. Do you think the movie is good? Does it do the game justice? Because most game crossover into movies do not do the source material justice. But it is complete. So add another copy of Hitman Contracts. And then one of the best gaming trilogies around. They're all Black Label copies, and they are all complete. This is a complete copy, and nothing crazy. It's not hard to find. Grand Theft Auto 3. This was the game. I was kind of out of video games. Wasn't playing them. I think at the time I had a Nintendo 64 that was just kind of sitting there. I don't even think it was hooked up. And then I remember the PS2 came out. It wasn't even on my radar. I didn't care. And then, I heard some people talking about this game where they were like beating up old people and stealing their money and like stealing cars and just causing all this destruction. And they said it was Grand Theft Auto 3. And I watched, I looked at the video game magazines that, were around at the time for previews and reviews and stuff. And I was like, I have to. So I went and put a PS2 and a copy of Grand Theft Auto 3 on layaway. And once I was able to get that out, my love for gaming was like completely reignited. Grand Theft Auto 3 probably doesn't hold up as well today, but back then, this was like, it didn't get any better. And it is complete with the map and the manual. Stoked to have that. And then, like I said, possibly the greatest trilogy in gaming is another copy of Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Now, the one I got from this lady was complete, but this one that I have right here is not, because it was the one I pulled off of the shelf. I'm not sure how I got the two mixed up, but I was playing this one, and I don't remember why, but for whatever reason, I put the copy that came with this bundle over on the shelf already and left this one out. But the one that I got in this bundle actually does have the map and the manual. This copy that I have, however, does not. And I have 3 copies of Vice City now, so really dig that game, and I have been playing this recently, and it holds up. It's good. The controls have come a long way in open world games nowadays. So I feel like a lot of people take that for granted, but if you go back and try to play like Vice City or something on the original hardware, oh man, the right stick does not control the camera. Ugh. Man, thank you, whoever invented that. That this right stick controls the camera. Thank you so much. And then finally, in that trilogy, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, a Black Label copy. So now I think I have all of the PS2 releases, because I do have episodes from Liberty City too. But I think there was an episodes from Vice City, wasn't there? Or was that just on the PSP? Let me know, guys. Was episodes from Vice City also on the PS2? Or was it just episodes from Liberty... Or not episodes from Liberty City Stories. And Vice City Stories, what they were called. Are they both on PS2? Or is the Vice City Stories exclusive to the PSP? Because I don't recall ever seeing it on the PS2. I could be wrong, though. But anyway, getting off track... Copy of San Andreas, and it has the map, it has the manual, it is complete. There's the back artwork. I've never finished this game. I've never finished Vice City. That's kind of why I went back to Vice City. I love them, but I was one of those people who just spent a whole bunch of time just doing side missions and finding ramps and pigeons and whatever else. And once I got to a part in the story that kind of hung me up, I had already put in so many hours in that I didn't mind not going back. Which is very, very crappy to do, because these games deserve to be finished. And maybe one day, CJ, I'll go back and we'll link up with Big Smoke and the boys. You know what I mean? If you're a fan of this game, you know what I'm talking about. Um, Up next is a completed box greatest hits version of NBA Street. I don't know. These games are like dumb fun. It wasn't really on my radar, but I didn't mind adding it to the collection. And the next one kind of had me a little surprised. But this one is a complete in box black label copy of NBA Street 2. This game is going for about $25-$30. I did not know that. I just said that range because last time I checked it was 25. But I don't know, these things fluctuate constantly. So it could have went down, it could have went up a little, but roughly around the $25 range. So just this game right here, I made my money back and got 19 games. You know what I mean? So yes, cool. NBA Street 1 and 2 in this lot. This is the game, one of the games anyway, that caught my attention even when I first saw the post. I'm a big fan of this series. I played the first two on the PlayStation 1. I've never played this one, but now that I have the PS2 hooked up, I kind of want to. And maybe I will. But it is a complete, a complete copy of Tenchu 3 Wrath of Heaven. I'm not sure why, but this caught my eye. Anytime I see Tenchu, it's like, oh man, I got to get that Tenchu game. I really enjoy this franchise. Like I said, I've never played this one. It is complete. And there's the back. So, kind of stoked to have this. I think this one is going for $15 right now, too. So, there we go. Then this one is not worth a whole ton of money, but I was excited to see it in the lot. I played it, but it needs to be resurfaced. So, I'm going to probably do that very soon. This one also is complete, but like I said, it needs resurfaced. And I was kind of stoked to have this because I played this when it was on Game Pass, but it left Game Pass before I could finish it, so I was quite annoyed by that. But it is a complete copy of Resident Evil 4 for the PlayStation 2. Like I said, and there's some damage here on the back. There's a hole, you can see, but it doesn't go all the way through to where the disc is. And then there's the disc in the book. It was stuttering and kind of giving me a hard time, so I'm going to get it resurfaced. But this is definitely one I want to play. I got to the witch. I think it's a witch. You're kind of in this enclosed arena, and there's two of them, actually. It's a boss fight, but it's been a while, so I don't remember. You guys can maybe let me know. But yeah, I'm stoked to get back to this. And then the last game is the best one, in my opinion. Well, at least monetarily. And this was another one that caught my eye. Tenchu caught my eye first. And then this one. And then I noticed, Resident Evil 4. I know that's not really much, but that's a cool game to have, and I don't have it. So it's kind of what made me look into this lot. And it is a complete copy of Half-Life for the PS2. Now, when I picked this lot up, this game was going for $40. Like I said, I paid $25 for all 20 of these, and NBA Street Volume 2 is worth $25. There's a couple of $10 ones. And then, the Tenchu is $14. And this one, because I've had this for about 3 weeks, since I've gotten this one, it's gone up about $6 or $7. So now it's about at $47. So stoked to have that. I actually have never played Half-Life, but I threw this in a week ago or whatever, and I played through a bunch of it, and I was having a good time, but I keep forgetting that they don't autosave in a lot of these. So when I died, I had to go all the way back to the beginning. I was like, nah, I'll try it a different time. But it is complete. The manual's in there, and there it is, guys. Half-Life for the PlayStation 2. It's worth about $46. So those 20 games for $25, let me know how you think I did. Would you have picked up this bundle, or would you have just pieced it out? I thought about that too. Like, hey, I want this, this, and this, and this. But for $25, I mean, that lot is pretty good. So I just went and grabbed the whole thing. And it bulks up the PS2 collection. Okay, the next 3 games I got are from Carlos. They're nothing special. A couple of them I don't see around too often. They're not expensive, but you just don't see them. so I picked them up. The first one is a bad game, and it's not uncommon. The first one's not uncommon, but I haven't seen it around, and he had it, and it was cheap, so like I told him to just bring it to me, and that is a copy of Karate Kid for the NES. I played this. I threw it on. There's the back of it. It's got a sticker and some crap here, but it works. All these games work. I tested them. Um, I don't know. I don't hate it. It's bad, and I get it, but that's part of the fun. Like, I don't hate it. Karate Kid for the NES. This one I don't really see around. It's not rare or anything. It's not super valuable, but I don't see it around, so I picked it up, and it is a copy of Smash TV. Super Smash TV is better. Don't get me wrong, but this game right here is fun. I've actually been playing this recently. I don't get too far because it is kind of tough. But if you're like a twin stick shooter fan, I think Smash TV is pretty likable, I think. And then this one, I thought was worth more. It's only worth about $20, but I never see this, so I grabbed it because you know I just don't know if I'd come across it. I mean, unless I was really looking, I don't think this one would have just kind of fell on my lap like it did. But it is a copy of Monster Party. I played this also. Cool premise. I like the graphics. I like the ideas. But man, this game is pretty tough. Happy to have it though, and this is another one that I will go back to. I need to get myself a Game Genie for the NES so I can just roll through all these. But yeah, guys, not rare, not super valuable, but just uncommon. So I grabbed it. Copy of Monster Party. And then we have this. I also got at the pawn shop that night, but I didn't include it with the other two because it is a box game. It was pretty cheap, and I didn't have it, and I like the artwork, and it's a sports title, but at the same time, like, I actually have a couple of sports titles. At the same time, like, I like the box art, and if it's a cheap, completed box game, or box game that I don't already have, like, why not? So I picked it up, and it is a copy of Super Play Action Football for the Super Nintendo. Look at that, like, Pittsburgh Steeler-looking guy. Yeah, how about it? And this one doesn't have the manual, but like I said, it wasn't very much. But there's the game and the cardboard tray. No other inserts or anything, but a nice little add to the sports collection for the Super Nintendo because I do have about 4 or 5 of them already. Super Play Action Football, Super Nintendo. And then I picked this up. This was from Carlos about 2 or 3 weeks ago. He gave me a good deal on this, and I didn't already have it. And fun fact, it is a Nintendo 64 game. Now, you've heard me probably say on this channel before, if you are a follower and watch a lot of the videos, that I don't go hard for Nintendo 64 because I'm not as nostalgic for that as I am for the regular Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. But I will not pass up decent pickups for decent prices for the Nintendo 64. I just don't love them. Okay, as much as I do the older systems. But this is I think it might be missing the manual. We'll take a look. But it is a box copy of Super Mario 64. And this came from Carlos via Charles. So this used to be Charles's copy, which means it is in phenomenal shape because everything Charles has is in phenomenal shape. And if you watch this channel, you've heard him mention several times. But yeah, guys, so now I have Super Mario 64, and I also have Cruis'n USA in the box. It's not here because I let my friend borrow it a while ago, and he still has it. But yes, this does not have the instruction manual, but it does have all the other inserts. But you know what? I believe if I go in my back closet and look around through the game stuff that I haven't looked at in a long time, I believe I have a manual for Super Mario 64 already. But there's the cartridge, guys. Mario 64. And then, of course, a little cardboard tray. But I didn't even think about that until I was just talking about this game for the channel. But I am almost certain that I have a manual for this already. So I'm going to look for that soon and then throw it in here. And then the price should go up. But yeah, guys, Super Mario 64. Super happy to have that. We got 4 more games left. These are all from Trade Post. They got a bunch of boxed NES games in recently, and I got a good deal on all of these. We're going to go through them kind of quickly because we are at 30 minutes already. But the first game is golf. Nothing crazy. I told you we had more sports titles, but cheap, and I didn't already have it. This is just cartridge and box. No manual, no inserts, no dust sleeve. But it was a cheap. The guys gave me a great deal, so I picked it up. There's the back. And this is also it's not a 5-screw, it's a 3-screw, for those of you who are wondering, because that is a thing. It is one of the original black box games, so I don't hate that either. But yeah, golf. This one was a super good deal too. I couldn't pass it up. It is a sports title, but again, like with the football game, I like the artwork, and this copy is in really nice condition. But it is a copy of Bases Loaded for the NES. The only thing I see on here is right there, if you can see that, right there. But other than that, this is a pretty pristine copy of Bases Loaded. I know you Nintendo collectors like, really? You're going in depth on this stupid baseball game? Well, yeah, I am, because even though it's a baseball game, it still excites me. Like I said, I love that box art, guys. Come on. And this one does have the manual, and the manual is in really good shape. This has the dust sleeve. The cart's really nice. And like I said, man, I got a crazy good deal for it. So yeah, why wouldn't I pick it up? If you're getting crazy good deals, and you know sports titles ain't expensive to begin with, even boxed. So, and then the last 2 games I have are boxed NES games, and they're both pretty decent. I mean, not ridiculously expensive titles, but uncommon ones that I don't see around, even loose. I mean, every once in a while, but not often. And this game right here, and this copy is in really nice shape too. It is a copy of Boulder Dash for the NES. Look at that box art, guys. That box art is really pretty. There's the back. I threw this on. It's fun. I didn't hate it. And this one doesn't have the inserts. The foam block is in there. And it does have the instruction manual, which is in really nice shape. Has a dust sleeve. And there's the cartridge for Boulder Dash. So yeah, guys, I don't hate this. More complete in-box NES titles. And yeah, and they're in good shape. You know, if you're a fan of the channel, you know I'm a sucker for my complete in-box Nintendo games. Boulder Dash. And the final game that I have is a good one. Not ridiculously expensive. I think this game is charting for about $74 right now. I got a good deal on it. I picked it up. And, I mean, I like the box art on this too, and I like the color scheme. I don't know why, but I think it's a really pretty box. But it is a complete in-box copy of Bomberman for the NES. This is where it all started, I think. I mean, I know he was on other systems too. I don't know if he started originally on the NES, but Bomberman grew to be a huge franchise. And there's the back, and the box is in really nice shape. It does not have a dust sleeve, but that's fine. I have some. The foam block is in there. No other inserts, but the manual, which is worn for sure, but it does have the instructions. And there's the cartridge, which I also have been playing. And I have never played a Bomberman game until I bought this. And yeah, it's fun. It's a little difficult. It's more like a figure out the puzzle on how to get through the levels. I didn't realize that once you killed all the enemies, it unlocked the exit. I mean, that's fine. But I didn't realize that the exit was hidden and that you had to bomb everywhere. until you found the exit. And if you didn't find the exit within the allotted amount of time, you died. So yeah. But super happy to have that in the collection anyway. Bomberman for the regular NES. And that's it, guys. I mean, there was kind of a lot here. And I'm excited for this pickups over the past like 3 weeks. Um, and to be totally honest, I don't have anything else lined up. So everything else is going to be like off the cuff, nothing planned. Hopefully we'll keep finding good stuff. I mean, we have been. So keep your eyes peeled for more awesome pickups. That Ninja Gaiden No Death run. I keep talking about it and it doesn't pop up, but that's because I haven't been able to do it again yet. But I do practice, and I even practiced today. Yes, I played Ninja Gaiden. I think tried 3 run-throughs before making this video, and I died. I always get to like level 4 or 5, and then I finally die. So look out for that, because I am going to do it, and it is going to be awesome. But that's all I have for pickups, guys. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel greatly. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think was a good find. Was the PS2 lot awesome? How's Half-Life on PS2? Do you guys play Bomberman on the regular NES, or are you more of a newcomer? What do you think about Premium Edition? Let me know all that stuff, guys. Let me know what you picked up. That'd be awesome. Hit the bell notification so that you know when I am posting more videos like this or whatever else I feel like doing. Unboxings, playthroughs, play guitar, whatever. And also, leave a thumbs up. Like the video. That's all I got, guys. I mean, yeah. I'm just going to go and bask in the glory of my retro gaming collection. That's not true. I'm going to play some Ninja Gaiden. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time. Psycho out.